job, and he has coffee with a cop, and there's all these different programs. But anytime you have the opportunity just to walk up to a police officer or a sheriff's deputy and just say thank you, just say, hey, we support you or whatever. That's one of the things, because or intervene in a situation.
And this gives me an opportunity to get on my bandwagon about something. You mentioned a little bit ago about how people are a little less likely to want to go into law enforcement because of some of the demonstrations and some of the attitudes that we've all watched.
Mm-hmm.
And I got to say, this is my soapbox. We have two boys. They're 22 and they're 19. And we were not raising good kids. We were active in raising kids who were going to be great adults.
Sure.
That's what we were after.
Right.
And one of the things that regarding the police and the sheriff's deputies, one thing is they would see us in a restaurant or coffee shop or breakfast place. They would see us occasionally have the waitress, please pay for their coffee, please pay for their meal. And don't tell them until we're out of here, that just somebody appreciates them. And so they saw that respect growing up. But then as they got older, we said, can you imagine walking up to somebody's car? You've pulled them over. Can you imagine walking up to somebody's car and you don't know who it is, and you can't see their hands, and you don't know what they've been doing? Can you imagine how scared you would be, or how careful, how fearful, how cautious, and I said, so when you get pulled over, because we all occasionally get pulled over,
yep.
And so when you get pulled over, roll your window down and your back window down, and put your hands on the steering wheel and have a respectful smile on your face. Or you can turn and put your hands on the window thing. But let them see your hands. Let them see you as they're walking up.
Right.
There's no reason for somebody to make a nervous situation more nervous. And so, anyway, I wish a lot of people would tell their kids that.
And that's great advice, because, we all, about 2 years ago, I was coming back from the hunting camp, and I got stopped by an Alabama state trooper.
Really?
And I did the same thing. I literally, you sit there and you be respectful and go through that situation. And that just goes to show that when we have people that are doing that, that shows not only a respect for law enforcement in that individual situation, but it shows really an overall respect for rules, laws, and order by doing that.
Right.
And I think that just adds so much to the situation.
And if it's nighttime, turn your interior lights on.
Yep.
Turn your lights on. Let them walk up and see the lights on, see you, the window down, see your hands. Come on. It's just common sense,
right,
to make somebody feel more comfortable. It is as welcoming to a law enforcement person as a handshake is to a business person.
Correct.
It is as calming. And so, one last thing. Do you ever have situations where you look at your calendar and you go, okay, I see this coming? I mean, other than 4th of July, I mean, or do you look at like what's going to happen on 4th of July or what's going to happen and go, oh boy, all right, this just has all the signs.
Absolutely, particularly in Baldwin County. We become a county now. We're a county of festivals and good time and celebrations. Every community has its own little event. You know, you got Heritage Day in Silver Hill. You got Arts and Crafts in Fairhope. You know, we got the Barbecue and Blues in Foley. You got the Songwriters Festival. And everything. So we do that. We plan a year out. And so we look at that. And, you know, one of the things that I can really and honestly say about Baldwin County, you know, there's always going to be the little incidences that you have. But we have such great people that come here and visit here, and they come back, and they come back. I'll share with you just a brief story to tell you about this. So I had the opportunity after 9/11 to go to New York City, and I was tasked to be with the medical examiner's office there, and I was assigned to an NYPD homicide unit from the Bronx division. And our task, we were working some of the aspects following 9/11. So I was always on midnight shift. And so 3 o'clock in the morning, that was our lunch. And we would take it. And there was a little shop that was just down from the medical examiner's office. We were about 16 blocks up from Ground Zero from Manhattan. And so we were a little pastry shop, and he had opened up, and he would let us come in there, even though he was closed to the public. Long story short, but anyway, I got to know these guys. And so one day, the dream of a New York City cop is to work 20 years. They can retire at 20 years and move to Florida. And so we're sitting there, and so one morning I'm sitting there, and I said, well, have you ever considered Alabama? I said, why do you go to Florida? Well, because they got a beach. And I said, well, we have a beach in Alabama. And they said, Alabama's got a beach? And I said, we do have a beach. And so it became a little bit of a joke and everything. I went back, got with the Chamber of Commerce. We made up some gift packages, sent them up there, and 3 of those guys were down here within a year. Really? and had moved down here. And everything. And so, you know, that was just a great thing. And once again, this is such a great area to live. Those guys came down here, moved down here, became part of the community, and just wonderful to live here.
That is awesome. That is awesome. All right. Well, thank you, buddy, and you're welcome here anytime. Anytime.
Thank you.
And we're just honored to have you. Thank you for spending your time with us today.
Yes, sir. My pleasure.
All right, you guys. Hey, listen, we'll see you when? Today's Thursday. We'll see you Tuesday. And Christmas is coming, and a good, very inexpensive, life-changing Christmas gift would be a subscription for a family to wisdomharbor.com. That's wisdom, HARBOUR. And please spread the word, okay? We don't have a real advertising budget here, and so we rely on you. All right. Thanks, you guys. And thank you, Hoss Mac. We'll see you later. Bye.